Mr. Banks and Vintage or Usher, Edison Usher, were on their way to cover the race live, do the live streaming for the Federation on our Facebook page, which they've done for many races throughout the season and before that. And they were on their way there, and a little bit after 7, we got a phone call that there was an accident.
The news about that accident between miles 41 and 42 along Cotton Tree Village on the George Price Highway cast a somber air that would hover over the entirety of the 72-mile race. Cycling official Kadeem Banks was killed instantly when the motorcycle he drove ran off the side of the road where a small piece of concrete protruded from the ground. His colleague, Edison Vintage Usher, although injured, was taken to the Western Regional Hospital, but 3 hours later, while the race was about halfway on its journey, was pronounced dead. Police explained what they have uncovered about the accident.
Both men were flung in the air and landed on their faces. When the officers arrived at the scene, both men were unconscious.
The news of the men's passing has shattered the cycling world.
It's just a complete shock. The entire federation, the cycling family, their extended families, everyone's just in shock because something like this, you don't expect it. In cycling, I can't ever remember something of this magnitude happening, causing such a tragedy like this. So I think all of us, even getting up this morning, it's surreal that, we experienced that yesterday. Of course, Vintage as an entertainer, the Sancas family, for Mr. Banks, he worked at Sancas. So, all in all, it touched a lot of people.
The loss is particularly difficult for their blood relatives. Usher's sister, Pamela Gideon, spoke with us via Zoom today from Placencia about her brother's unexpected passing. One of his last Facebook posts, he reflected on 4 things that can never be regained in life: spent words, missed opportunities, trust, and wasted time. His last line read, "Capitalize on every moment."
I think he capitalized on every moment in life because right through to the end, he was doing what he loves. He was out there, he was behind that race. As long as it was with cycling, you could not get Eddie away from it. Even friends have called me to say that, I can't believe this because Vintage just helped me to move him and his girlfriend. They just helped me move some stuff, or he helped me build something, or I needed help getting something, and he made the connection for me because, I think resoundingly that is what people will remember about my brother.
Usher, who was also a DJ, died while working the sport that he loved. Cycling fans who didn't yet know about his accident were wondering why the race was not being streamed live on the Cycling Federation's Facebook page.
Usually do the live streaming with a phone and, just stream off our phone to Facebook. But for this cross country this Saturday, we had gotten some new equipment donated, and we were looking at bringing better coverage for the cross country, and it was the plan to test it in the race yesterday. And so Vintage and I know Alicia Thompson, they were working on this the entire of last week up until Friday, and everything was set to test this new system we were going to use on Sunday. And when the tragedy happened, I can tell you the last thing we were thinking about was live streaming the race, or let's hurry up, get a plan B.
Leslie says the Cycling Federation will hire the services of Andrew Ordonez to carry the full length of the Holy Saturday Cross Country Cycling Classic live on its Facebook page. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.